The Preston and Steve Show on 93.3 WMMR.
Please welcome Mr. Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah.
Our show. How you doing,
Well,
Bob?
thank you very much. It's me and Alan Thicke. It's the Preston and Steve time machine. In 85, this would have been the hottest show you guys ever did. I was so nervous you were going to put me on the phone with Alan Thicke because I remember years ago when he did get hit in the face with a puck, I did a bit on it, and I was like, oh no, I hope he didn't hear it.
Really?
Did you? Yeah. Well, because he got hit in the face with a puck because he was playing hockey. He's an actor. He's not a hocky player. He just because people can act like they're somebody. You know what I mean? Like Tom Hanks doesn't pretend to fly rockets.
It's true. It's true. He does not. Probably a good move.
Well, you know what? We were talking off air about the movie that you're here to talk about, which is World's Greatest Dad. And this is not your first foray into directing. Obviously, I mentioned Shakes the Clown, but you were also involved with TV as well with Jimmy Kimmel Live. What was your position on that show?
I directed the Kimmel Show for about 3 years. It was, I think, like IMDb's got it wrong. I did like 300 and some episodes as a director.
Excuse me, I remember hearing about that, and I didn't. You were the full blown director of the show for a couple of years, and that's and initially the show was live, was it not? Yeah,
I mean, when I got there, it wasn't live, but it still was. We had like it was a couple minute delay by the time I got there.
Yeah,
had something to do with the audience members vomiting on one of the ABC executives' wives. But you know what I think's funny is that ABC never promoted the fact that I was the director. It was like, hey, you know the guy who's not allowed on other talk shows? Yeah, that's our director. So
they should have parlayed that a bit because I remember you setting the couch or the seat on fire on with Leno, demolishing the set and writing about the Paramount executives sucking at when they canceled Arsenio.
Right. Yeah.
So you certainly had a history that would have brought a bit of edge to an already edgy show.
Yeah, but I often wonder, like, what I would do if I was a guest on the show. I don't think I would have got mad. I actually would have been happy as long as they didn't cause any physical injury to Jimmy.
True, yeah.
But yeah, with Leno retiring, then everybody, I heard, I had a lot of people asking about setting the show on fire. And
was he legitimately, because he
was really mad.
He seemed to be furious.
Yeah, he was mad. And he should have been, in hindsight. But I ended up, I had to go to court, which was pretty funny because my own attorney, I really didn't talk to her before we got there, and she goes, plead not guilty. I'm like, I saw the footage. I'm pretty sure it's me, not unless there's a third arsonist in the grassy knoll. I might be going down on this. And my punishment was I had to do TV commercials, which is hypocritical. Like, if the average Joe breaks the law, he doesn't have the luxury of going, in lieu of a prison sentence, can I do a TV commercial? Because I didn't even know what they're for. I'm like, hi, I'm Bobcat Goldthwait. If you're ever on a talk show, don't set it on fire. Back to you, McGruff. Here's your old friend Kelsey Grammer with some safe driving tips. Hi, I'm Chris Brown for domestic violence.
I remember that clip.
So I don't set talk shows on fire anymore.
Right. But the thing is that those are the moments that people will remember.
Sure. I would this is. World's Greatest Dad is the fourth movie I directed, and this is World's Greatest Dad and the movie before the Sleeping Dogs Lie, both were at Sundance. But yeah, I know that reality, when I die, it'll be a picture of me in a police uniform standing next to a talking horse. It really doesn't matter if I cure AIDS in the next 10 years.
Well, explain the plot.
It's kind of hard because I don't like ruining it for folks.
It's safe to say it's a dark comedy.
Well, folks say it's a dark comedy, but I think it's kind of optimistic. I would say it's an adult comedy. And no offense to the kids that showed up today, but, they make an R-rated movie in Hollywood, and the goal is that tweens and teenagers go see it.
Right.
And I'm sorry, guys, but I really think teenagers are idiots. And I have no interest in entertaining them.
Right,
I'm a 47-year-old guy. If you're really good... If you're really good at Guitar Hero, you won't like this movie. You won't even get it.
Will that appear in the ad?
I know. I know I upset the company that's putting it out, but I mean, this is the perspective of a 47-year-old dude. I'm not trying to make a fart and booger movie there's plenty of robot movies for him to go knock themselves out.
But the kid in this movie. You don't think that some of the teenagers might get some appeal from this obnoxious son?
It could happen. He is really a horrible child in this movie. And I'm really happy that I'm bringing, a lot of terms to America that I don't think is... because, I didn't even know what some of the words were. Like Daryl, who's in the movie, he was 15 at the time, and he talks about chili dogging in the movie. And that's when you, I don't know how to say this, you go number 2, I guess, on someone's chest. And, see, I'm an auteur. By the way,
this is an adult comedy?
By the way, Sunday in the New York Times, they called me an auteur, by the way.
Wow.
So yeah, they
there
said
you go.
auteur, and they were going, no joke, Bobcat goes auteur. And
with the chili dogging.
Yeah, chili dogging. Look at me, I'm an artist. So,
the Pittsburgh, we knew it as the Pittsburgh Plow.
No, so that's a Cleveland Steamer.
Cleveland Steamer. Well, I would have known that, but I didn't know chili dogging. So I'm in the editing bay, and I call him up, and I go, hey, man, what's chili dogging? He goes, oh, that's, he describes it to me. I go, okay. What are you up to lately? And he goes, I just got my license. I'm like, all right, hey, I gotta go, because this is really weird. I'm talking to a 16-year-old boy about chili dogging. Like, the feds are gonna come in and arrest me.
That's, and for a while, we talked about it, and you'd lost a lot of weight, and you used to talk about it in your stand-up, and you looked sick,
Yeah,
we
but
thought you were sick for a long time.
I had the manorexia for a long time. But,
did you?
Sure.
Yeah.
I was really thin. And I got tired of reading what comments were about me having AIDS or cancer, and I just, I can't win, so I just started eating again.
I didn't even know that was you in Blow.
Right.
I mean, first of all, you were a really good actor, but second of all, you didn't look like yourself.
Well, I'll take the compliment, but I think I'm a pretty bad actor. That's really why I'm not in the movies that I make, because it's just jarring. But, people will say, they'll see that movie and they'll go, hey, what are you guys really snorting? It's usually Coke people who want to know. Like, they're going to give you real Coke on a film set, Take 13, action. My heart! My heart! Call 911! Call 911! So, my scene was with Paul Rubens there and Johnny Depp, and I really did say this. I was like, is anybody in this scene not on probation? It was the community service players. Because Johnny Depp's like, what did you do? I go, I set the Tonight Show on fire. And he's like, yeah, why'd you do that? I go, I don't know. I thought it was funny. And then I go to Johnny Depp. I go, who I don't know. I go, so you smashed that hotel up. Were you drunk? And Johnny Depp, turns out he's kind of funny. He goes, in my defense, the hotel room made the first move. And that's funny, right?
That is good.
It's a true story. And then he and I both look at Paul Rubens. We go, yeah, never mind. This is all true, by the way. And Paul's a nice guy, but I really think he was trying not to pay attention. I
don't know. Yeah, I think you underestimate, and I like your approach. I like your approach to movie making, and I like the way this movie's looking. And this is the kind of thing I love where Robin Williams is in his career, where he's going to start doing the more adventurous stuff, and it looks like. He's the ultimate put upon dad in this movie, and I think from what I'm gathering, you captured it.
Well, this movie is been the nicest reviews I've ever gotten in my whole life.
It's got to feel good.
The reviews, and it is really nice, and it's exciting. The frustrating part is trying to get the folks who I think would enjoy this movie to go to this movie. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like, oh, the dude from Police Academy made a movie. And I'm fully aware of that.
Right. It's getting great. It's getting great reviews.
But I mean, it's not like Robin dies in the middle of the movie. So
I've seen the trailer, and unfortunately we were out of town. We didn't get a chance to see an advanced screening of it. But and I'm also reading the kind of synopsis of it, and it reads different than it looks.
It's very
in the trailer.
And even the trailer to me is a little deceptive, because there's a red band trailer that you can see on Hulu, which I think is more accurate.
Okay.
And then there's this G-rated trailer. So I don't know. I really hope a family of Mormons go opening night thinking that it's RV2,
RV2.
I was in the theater recently, and this older woman just looked at me halfway through and just wouldn't stop turning. She just stared at me like mad, and then she left in a huff.
It is called The World's Greatest Dad, in theaters Friday, August 21st. That's Bobcat Goldthwait, gang. On the Preston Steve Show. Thank you, man.
Thanks.